Oh boy, for the past 2 weeks I've been going out of my mind trying to figure out how Batman and Robin survived that exploding plane trap. I bet it's a tactical tour de force worthy of the dynamic duo. Let's watch! So the plane starts smoking, it catches fire, here it comes! Wait, what, that's it? They just walked out the door? There was no special gimmick, no acrobatic action, no special strategy. All they did was open a door? I could have done that! Oh wait, it's time for one of my favorite games. Spot Robin Stunt Double! This is probably one of the most bizarre things in this serial because Robin's stunt double is usually this baldy, middle-aged, pudgy man, and although I call him a stunt double, they usually just use him for distant shots of Robin running that could have been accomplished by anybody. So anyway, our heroes manage to sneak on board the second plane, where we're introduced to another famous Batman symbol, the utility belt. And this is probably the most amazing utility belt ever seen in any Batman adaptation. I mean, look at it, it's just an ordinary cloth belt. But it has the power to spontaneously make situation-specific items appear. Batman needs a package of fake diamonds to sub for the real diamonds? You got it! So they come very close to tracking down the Wizard's hideout, but just miss it, only to find that they're right next to Professor Hamill's house. The Wizard's hideout is right next door to Professor Hamill's house. Once again, I get the feeling the movie's trying to tell me something. Having been tricked by fake diamonds, what's an evil genius to do? Why, steal a new explosive called X90. Because... For that cunning Barry Brown reports on his radio show with enough time for Bruce and Dick to become Batman and Robin and intercept the train. Batman has a thrilling fight on top of the train, and then the chapter just sort of peters out because of a not very low tunnel. Chapter 3! Batman escapes the Tunnel of Doom by ducking. The bad guys get the crate of X90, but Batman and Robin intervene. Oh, isn't that great how they just drop the crate of volatile explosives on the ground? The bad guys escape, but the Wizard is pissed because no one forgot to get the special detonators, without which the explosive is useless. But Barry Brown reports that Professor Morton, the inventor of X90, has just come to Gotham and even publicly announces what hotel room he's staying in. This, of course, opens the door for our local paparazzi to come harass him. But thankfully, the Wizard's men quickly arrive, kidnap Morton, and lock that stupid bitch in a closet. Morton is taken to a cabin where he's interrogated by the Wizard himself about where the detonators are hidden. Now, you may have thought the Wizard is just some guy in a mask, but he has magic LED eyes of doom! Now, you may not know this, but back in the 1940s, light-emitting diodes had the power to read men's minds. Unfortunately, the federal government got wind of this and made them release a watered-down version. Man, I gotta get my hands on some of this 1940s technology! With the information they need, the Wizard's men steal the detonators. Unfortunately, someone let Vicky Vale out of the closet, and she runs to Bruce.
I've been locked in a closet.
Did you get some nice pictures in there?
Vicky got pwned. Finding out about the detonator threats, Batman and Robin give chase, but the Wizard forces their car off the road. Just beating your costumed arch nemesis? Relax with the smooth, refreshing taste of Chesterfield's Oh shit, it's Batman! The fight continues, Robin's knocked out, and now the remote control machine somehow has the power to call lightning down from the sky to electrocute the crowbar Batman's holding. Chapter 4! So Batman falls in a tree and spends the next 10 minutes or so climbing up a cliff. Robin's kidnapped by the Wizard's men, but he wakes up and leaves Batman an oil trail to follow. They take him back to their cabin, but Robin escapes and we get to play Spot Robin Stunt Double again. Ah, that never gets old. So apparently now the Wizard needs Morton's formula to turn X90 into a source of great power, but aren't explosives already inherently greatly powerful? Well, at any rate, we're treated to some more hypnotism and amazing special effects when the Wizard notices Robin's feet poking out from behind the curtain. They shoot him, but he's gone. Get this, he literally jumped out of his shoes faster than a speeding bullet. Man, this Robin doesn't need Batman, he should totally go solo. Morton tries to escape, but he gets pwned! Batman finally does something in this chapter, and we find out that the Wizard was never really there at all. In true Scooby-Doo fashion, it was just a projection. And here I thought the ghost would be real this time. So Barry Brown continues being an asshole by actually broadcasting what hospital room Morton is staying in. Morton reveals where he's hidden his formula, but the Wizard had the room bugged, and his men are already there when Batman and Robin show up. And I have to admit, this is pretty awesome. But Batman goes it alone, and hey, I guess the movie was listening to me because Batman gets electrocuted again. Chapter 5! So it turns out that Batman didn't get electrocuted. The whatever machine just happened to short circuit when he got too close. Oh, and here I thought our hero might actually be in danger at some point in this movie. Vicky arrives and...
Well, I'm Vicky Vale of Picture Magazine.
Vicky Vale, eh? Well, I'm Officer Murphy of the Patrol Bureau. You still can't go in there.
Pwned! It's nice to know that even the movie realizes that she's completely useless. However, she does manage to get a picture of the bad guys driving away, and the driver just happens to be her brother, Jimmy. So Vicky and Jimmy get in touch, and Vicky agrees to meet Jimmy alone with the negatives of the photo she'd taken. Oh yeah, this isn't going to be a trap at all. Oh, and Bruce gives the best advice.
The only thing to do is to meet your brother and hear his story.
Again, this lends evidence to my theory that Bruce really wants her to die. Can't say I blame him. So Vicky goes to the rendezvous point, and surprise, it's a trap! Nolan tries to get Vicky to give her the negative, but she refuses. Batman and Robin fight, and ooh, stunt Robin! The negative gets burned, but Bruce and Dick are actually able to repair it in the Batcave. Well, I have to give the serial credit here for at least playing up the detective aspect of the characters in a convincing way. So Vicky's brother just put her in a near-death situation, and she's apparently taking it really well. Oh, you rebellious little scamp, don't you try to kill me again! She traces the call and follows Jimmy to the Harbor Club, where she's immediately kidnapped. Recognizing one of the men in the photograph, Bruce and Dick get their costumes out of a filing cabinet. And that's just great. And also head down to the Harbor Club. They meet little resistance.
Batman! That hurt.
And you'd think that'd be it, but no, they hear the dulcet screams of Vicky, so Batman runs off to save her, for some reason. There's a fight and they both fall into a gasoline-filled pool of water. Chapter 6! Okay, we've had some pretty lame cliffhangers recently, but this lake of fire is true peril, right? I mean, there's gotta be some kind of amazing bat gadget to get us out of this one. Right? Right? Oh, come on, they climb a ladder! So, about the guy they captured in the last chapter...
Batman! That hurt.
Sorry, I just had to see that again. Well, they decide that Bruce can infiltrate the enemy's gang by dressing up as this guy, Mac Lacey. Oh, come on, he doesn't look any different. You just put a bandage on his head. But apparently the bad guys are stupid enough to fall for it and take him to another cabin. Just when things are going smoothly, plot device Barry Brown announces that Mac Lacey is in fact in jail. But his disguise was just so convincing! However, being stupid as a post, they still almost believe Bruce's cover that he's a friend of Mac Lacey's. They just happen to capture Robin, so they decide to test fake Mac's loyalty by having him shoot Robin. This is my defiant heroic pose! And he does shoot Robin, but he survives and they get away. But how?
It was good shooting, Bruce. You know, this belt buckle isn't very big.
Uh-huh. Fake Mac and Robin stop at a gas station to call commission- Wait a second! What is the deal with Gotham City in the serial? It's all dirt roads and cabins! Well, anyway, Commissioner Gordon says that the real Mac confessed to something happening at some warehouse, so Batman and Robin intervene. Fight, followed by death trap. In this case, it's some really nasty-looking CO2. Really? Chapter 7! Now, what did I tell you? I told you to keep an eye out for that utility belt, right? Well, it saves the day once again. Not only does Batman pull out portable oxygen devices, but a full-sized, fully functioning blowtorch. Amazing. Alright, so apparently now the Wizard is threatening to shut down all the railroads if they don't give in to his demands. But railroad magnate Winslow Harrison shows up and states that he will never give in. So of course Barry Brown publicly broadcasts all Harrison's personal information, and since Batman and Robin are also dependent on this guy's broadcast, they rush to the scene. You'd think we might get through one chapter without having to see Vicky Vale, but no, she follows our heroes until Batman stops her.
Does Bruce Wayne know that you're driving his car?
Wow. I think I might take back what I said before. I think Vicky might be the only intelligent character in this entire serial.
You know, if I didn't know Bruce Wayne so well, I'd almost think that you and he were the same man.
Well, anyway, the remote control machine stops Harrison's car, and he's about to be taken away, but damn, that chauffeur kicks ass! Well, Batman and Robin show up. Stunt Robin! Real Robin! Stunt Robin! Smack! Batman finds Harrison and leads him to the obviously safe-looking cabin in the woods. And then things get a little weird.
What's the matter with that clock? Look at my watch. The second hand's racing.
And completely stunned by the absurdity of this, both of them actually mug the camera. Simply amazing. And then... Is the box a birthday present from Robin's parents? No, because they're both dead. Find out more in the next review at this theater next week.